I spent most of my senior year of high school trying to fit into every single friend group. And I know that that is something that a lot of you have. Maybe not in your senior year, maybe throughout your first years of high school, but most part, I spent it trying to fit in, trying to make real friends. Because I saw all these friend groups and I saw these people hanging out, and I thought, I want that. I don't want to be by myself. I want to have real friends. So what I did was I would just try to fit in, and I would just comply with what they said. Every time they had an opinion, or every time they're like, "Oh yeah, this sucks," I'd be, "Yeah, this totally sucks, bro." Like, it would be cringe as fuck. And I know this all sounds depressing as shit, but this was literally my first and only year of high school, since I spent 3 years prior in homeschooling and basically skipped all of high school except for that senior year. And the way this affected me was it destroyed my confidence, because I was trying to be someone else. I was trying to be what they wanted me to be so I can fit in that friend group. And I was not, and I was denying who I really was. I was denying my opinions. I was denying myself. I was denying even what I wanted to do. Like, when it came time to lunch, I would just go wherever they wanted to go, just so I could fit in and feel that genuine connection of a friendship. And it would slowly eat at my self-respect, because self-respect is something that it is so valuable, but yet it's so fragile. You can easily break it. And throughout that year of me just trying to fit in, trying to do all these things to make other people want to be with me, I lost so much self-respect for myself. Self-respect that I had, because I would work out, I would work, like I had a job, I was doing all these things. I would read, meditate, journal, I would do all these things, but slowly I went losing self-respect, because this area of my life was suffering from genuine growth and connection, that I just hyper focused on it and neglected everything else. And then when it came back to me just wanting to fix it, I couldn't, because I just felt so ashamed, and so, like, my confidence was just broken. I felt so ashamed for trying to be like them, and I felt ashamed for even wanting to be different again and be the real me, because like I've already neglected that part of myself. And it's like I felt shame at myself for, like, it's like that embarrassing walk when you're just going back to your mom after you've just been like punished or some shit, or after you've just been called out. It's like, it hurts, and you have to build this self-respect back up. And the way I was able to do that, although it wasn't the healthiest way, it was very, very effective. And what I did is, every time I was with some friend group or whatever, instead of complying with what they said, instead of being like, "Oh yeah, I believe that too," or yeah, just completely just turning my brain off and just blindly following them, instead of doing that, every single time someone said a remark or a critique or something about someone, about a specific topic, and I didn't agree with it, and I catch myself not agreeing with it, I would immediately have a full-on debate with that person. When I say a debate, I mean like, "No, but why do you think it's that? No, I think it's this," because it would be like, I would make it way too, like, it's not that big of a deal, but I would just instantly debate it. And like I said, it wasn't the best way to go about it, but it created this sense of independent thinking. I thought to myself, okay, I don't comply with people because I have my own opinions. And I started growing my own self-respect slowly, by understanding that I am in full control of what I say, and I am in full control of what I believe. I don't have to bend over to someone so they like me. Now, this made me not give a fuck about anything else. I completely did not care about spending time with those people. It was a switch. As soon as I started debating people, and I started to be like, okay, I don't care what this person says, this person's not adding anything to my life. So why am I hanging out with them? I would just stop. And I created this sense of not caring about what other people think and not caring how other people could affect me. I would acknowledge it, and I would realize that they're trying to manipulate me into just following them, or even manipulating myself into wanting to just be a follower. But with time and not caring about others' opinions, my whole mindset changed and my confidence went through the roof. When I'm saying my confidence went through the roof, I'm saying that I just didn't care. I was that guy that we were in at my school, there was like these little huts, you could say. In Spanish it's called bohíos, but it was like, estamos en los bohíos, we were in los bohíos, and we would just sit. It's like a circle, so we would just all sit there and just hang out. And every single time someone would say something, or someone would be talking about something, I was the guy who didn't care. Galiel, like, is the guy with no filter, the guy who doesn't care. He'll say what he thinks, he'll speak his mind, and he has this confidence of him that is just like, I don't care because I'm sure of myself, and I don't need to make you like me, or I don't need to make you feel like you're right. And after some time, this developed into self-respect, because I started to implement action. Action is the only way to build self-respect, because you can say all these things in the mirror. You can go to the mirror and start, yeah, I'm this man, I do this, I do that. But if you don't do them, it's pointless. It's literally pointless. So what I did was, after I stopped caring about what other people think, I still didn't have that self-respect. I didn't care. I was comfortable just not wanting to agree with someone because I wasn't scared of them not being my friend. Because I realized that friendship wouldn't have even been a good friendship, because it's like it would be forced. So, and I wasn't gonna be me, you know. So after all that, I still didn't have self-respect, because I knew, like, the past. I knew all the things that I've done, and I knew all the things that I lost just to fit in, and I was ashamed of that. I was embarrassed. I didn't want to tell anybody these things. I was still telling people I was doing exercise and I was reading and meditating, because I was embarrassed to say that I stopped doing all these things because I was just trying to fit in, trying to get a friend group. And unfortunately, people caught on, and I got called out, and it was not a fun experience. But what I did to build my self-respect, and what you can do to build this self-respect for yourself, is to take actions on small tasks every single day. I'm telling you this right now. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't think to your mind, oh, well, I'm too good for these tasks, I can do bigger tasks. No, shut the fuck up. Just listen to me, okay? Listen to what I am saying to you. Listen. Create a list. Start slow, start light. You can either do, there's two things. You can do a lot of really small activities that you have to accomplish throughout the day, like read 2 or 3 pages of a book, read this, read that, do this, like small tasks. It doesn't even have to do with anything of self-improvement. It could be just mopping your floor, sweeping your floor, doing some random task, whatever it is. But you have to make this list, and you can either make a long list full of small things you have to do, like put water in the fridge, like whatever it is, it's stupid things like that, and you put it on a list, and you have to make them all. You have to check them out all before the day ends, all of them before you go to sleep. You can either do a long list, or you can do a short list with bigger tasks, like meditate 30 minutes a day, work out for an hour, read 30 minutes of a book, you know, go for a run. You can do like let's say 5 big tasks, or 2 or 3 big tasks for that day, or you can do multiple small tasks throughout the day, whatever you feel most comfortable with. The point is, there's no task too small or no task too big. The task itself does not matter. It's you accomplishing them. and you saying to yourself that you're going to do this. I told myself yesterday I was going to go to church and then I was going to film my video. I went to church. I'm filming my video. I went to church in this. I'm all dressed up. Like, you know, I got my pants and everything. Like, I'm all ready. I just came out of church. So, you got to tell your mind what you're going to do and then go do it. And then you're going to feel this, you're going to feel this self-respect from yourself. Because it's like, you do what you say you're going to do. You say you're going to do this and you do it. And that makes you a man of integrity. That makes you a man of, that's your bond, that's your word. So if you tell yourself, I'm going to do this, and you do it, it's going to create this mindset in your brain that you are respected. Because when you see someone who does what they say they're going to do, you're like, damn, I respect that guy. You know, he what he says he does, you know? He doesn't just do it half-assed. He's not late. You see someone who genuinely says they're going to do something and they do it, you respect them. When they say, I'm going to be there at this time, and they're on point and they're responsible, you respect them for that. Now, imagine you accumulate small tasks every day. Every day, I promise you, you can do 3 tasks a day. Small or big, I don't care. You can do 3 tasks a day, slowly increasing it, and you will respect yourself so much. You can say, okay, I'm gonna meditate 5 fucking breaths, and I'm gonna do 20, 30 push-ups. You can say you're gonna do that, and you do all that for like a month, and you're gonna feel so much better about yourself because you did what you say you were gonna do. You're gonna start off that foundation with small tasks until you slowly move up a level where you get bigger tasks in smaller quantities, or even if you get to an extreme level where you're doing a lot of big tasks. And when you accomplish bigger things, you feel more respected. You respect more of yourself because you did something that was hard and you did it multiple times a day. When you do that, you realize the power you have to create the self-respect. When you create the self-respect, you don't take shit from anybody. You don't waste your time with anybody. You are straightforward with your relationships, with your family. Like, you don't waste your time because you value it. You value your time and energy because you've learned to respect it. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. Your word is your bond. And if you realize this, if you realize the impact that this can have on you, I promise you, your confidence, your self-respect, and your self-love and self-worth will skyrocket. And I'm doing it right now. And it's honestly been an amazing experience. And honestly, I feel happy, man. Life's going great. Not at the pace I wanted, though. I'm 17. I wish I had a job. I'm getting help with that right now, which is amazing. I hope to be hearing about a job opportunity this week, so I'm really excited for this. But my life is just starting out, and although I put a lot of pressure on myself to perform and to be better, it's not easy at times. And I want you guys to know that it's okay. It's okay if it's hard at times. But I want you guys to understand that you gotta take it one step at a time. You can't just start big. I know you have this ego because maybe you were once up here and now you're down here again, and then you're trying to climb up there after falling. No, buddy. Create the foundation. There's a reason why you fell from being up here. You didn't have a big enough foundation. Every time someone rockets to the sky and plummets down, it's because they didn't have the right foundation. Create this foundation, mold it, every single layer of it, until you slowly go up, and then you will never go down. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy, but at the end, you will have an unstoppable amount of power against yourself, over yourself, and you're just gonna feel better. And you're gonna feel instantly like that man that you've always wanted to be, like the man your children will be proud of, to call their father. So, guys, thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you take my advice. I really do. And I want you guys to have an amazing day, amazing rest of your week. And we'll see you in a couple days.